Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Aryna Sabalenka vs Amanda Anisimova, US Open 2025 Women's Singles Final. Head-to-head record, schedule, and how to watch live. The 10th installment of Aryna Sabalenka vs Amanda Anisimova takes place on the grand stage of the 2025 US Open Women's Singles Final on Saturday, September 6th. World number 1 and defending champion Sabalenka is searching for the 4th Grand Slam title of her tennis career, with an aim to avenge her 2 major final defeats this season. No woman has won back-to-back US Open crowns in 11 years, the 27-year-old now 1 match away from doing so. Meanwhile, 8-seed Anisimova has reached consecutive Slam finals for the first time, as she hopes to improve on her runner-up accolade at Wimbledon. The U.S. home hope could become the 3rd major winner from the States in 2025, alongside Madison Keys and Coco Gauff. The women's final will take place at Arthur Ashe Stadium, the biggest tennis arena in the world in the heart of the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center in New York City, USA. Here is everything you need to know about Sabalenka vs Anisimova. 2025 U.S. Open Final. Aryna Sabalenka vs Amanda Anisimova head-to-head record. Going double digits in their matches, Anisimova currently leads 6-3 in the head-to-head record against Sabalenka. Their rivalry dates back to the 2019 Australian Open, where 19-year-old Anisimova upset a seeded Sabalenka in straight sets. In fact, it took until the 5th matchup for Sabalenka to record a win, followed by an important straight-set win en route to her Australian Open title last year. In Grand Slam matches, Anisimova also leads with 3 victories to her opponent's 1. The 24-year-old also holds a 2-1 record on hard courts, Sabalenka's best surface, where all her Slam titles have come. The most recent meeting came at Wimbledon 2025, where American Anisimova came through to win 6-4, 4-6, 6-4 in the semifinals. A fiery affair in sweltering conditions took 2.5 hours to find a victor, which proved to be the New Jersey native. In 2025, Sabalenka and Anisimova have a win each against each other, coming to a head in a 3rd consecutive Grand Slam tournament and in a first championship match. 2025 U.S. Open Final. When and where to watch Sabalenka vs Anisimova live. Sabalenka and Anisimova will face off in the U.S. Open Women's Singles Final on Saturday, September 6th at 1600 hours local time, EDT, GMT-4. It will be the main event on Arthur Ashe Stadium, which also hosts the men's doubles final earlier in the day. The U.S. Open Final will be broadcast on ESPN in the USA and across South America, New Zealand, and the Caribbean. Eurosport holds the rights for much of Europe, including France, while Sky Sports is the place to watch in the UK, Italy, and Germany. Star Sports will show the Grand Slam action in India, with coverage in Africa split between beIN Sports and SuperSport. Fans in Australia can tune in on 9 and Stan Sport, while RDS and TSN show the tournament in Canada. Clash of Titans. Sabalenka vs Anisimova at Flushing Meadows. The stage is set for a thrilling showdown. Aryna Sabalenka, the world number 1 and reigning U.S. Open champion, is back at the pinnacle of American tennis, seeking to defend her title. Across the net stands Amanda Anisimova, the fiery American underdog who's battling not just for glory, but redemption and home soil pride. Their story is rich, complex, and perfectly timed for a grand finale. Head-to-head, the numbers don't lie. Overall rivalry. Anisimova leads their career head-to-head 6-3, recently defeating Sabalenka in the Wimbledon semifinals, 6-4, 4-6, 6-4. The Washington Post. Steve G. Tennis. Other sources reflect a slightly different view, listing the rivalry as 5-3 in Anisimova's favor, including a notable clay court win at the French Open. Steve G. Tennis. Kale now. Momentum and context. Sabalenka enters with unwavering dominance, holding the world number 1 ranking and seeking her 4th Grand Slam final of 2025. The Washington Post. The Guardian. Anisimova, meanwhile, is riding high. Her semifinal victory over Naomi Osaka showcased her fierce resilience and mental strength under pressure. AP News. Reuters. Their recent matchups suggest a growing psychological edge in Anisimova's corner, but Sabalenka's consistency, firepower, and hunger for a second straight U.S. title cannot be underestimated. Final Showdown schedule. Date, Saturday, September 6, 2025. Venue, Arthur Ashe Stadium, Flushing Meadows, New York City. TalkSport. Start time, begins at 4 p.m. local time EDT. That's 9 p.m. British Summer Time for UK audiences. TalkSport. How to watch live. United States. Tune in on ESPN and ESPN2, or stream via the ESPN app or ESPN Plus, subject to local broadcast rights. United Kingdom. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. British Summer Time on Sky Sports Main Event and Sky Sports Tennis. Streaming available via Sky Go and Now TV, with live audio updates on TalkSport's app and website. TalkSport. Other regions. Local broadcasters across Europe, Asia, and Oceania typically carry finals. Social media, official USTA platforms, or tennis-centric streaming services may provide additional access, depending on your region. Narrative threads. What's at stake? For Aryna Sabalenka, a rare chance to defend her title and become the first woman since Serena Williams, 2012 to 2014, to win back-to-back U.S. Open crowns. The Guardian. New York Post. Redemption across surfaces. Sabalenka has fallen in major finals earlier in 2025, Australian Open, French Open, making this one victory especially meaningful. The Washington Post. A win here would cap a dominant season with her 99th career main draw Grand Slam win. The Guardian. For Amanda Anisimova, seeking to convert her powerful run into Grand Slam glory on home turf. A narrative of resilience, from a hiatus in 2023 to back-to-back major finals, Wimbledon and now U.S. Open. AP News. With wins over Swiatek and Osaka, and a rapidly closing head-to-head gap against Sabalenka, Anisimova is riding a wave of confidence. AP News. Sky Sports. Reuters. Playing styles and match dynamics. Sabalenka, a dominant server, heavy ground strokes, mental grit, the blueprint of a champion coming into her peak. Anisimova, aggressive baseline play, clutch fighting spirit, capable of drawing errors and redirecting pace, especially under pressure. Expect fireworks, whether it's in extended rallies or serving battles. The crowd is in for a tactical and emotional treat. A creative vignette, the final unfolds. Imagine the sun sets over Arthur Ashe Stadium. The crowd buzzes with anticipation, blue, red, and white flags wave in support of the home favorite. The rest of the stands tremble in awe of the world's best. Two players walk on. One seeks to cement her legacy, the other to write a new chapter on American soil. First set, it's a chess match. Sabalenka's power against Anisimova's timing. Breaks are traded. Nerves shimmer at 5-all. Sabalenka holds her ground, winning a close set. Second set, Anisimova adjusts, mixing pace, hinting at past glories. She breaks and closes, sending the match to a decider. Final set, a test of will. Point stretch, crowd roars. On match point, Anisimova unleashes a fearless return. Sabalenka fires a blistering serve winner. One more point. Sabalenka clinches an inside-in forehand. Game, set match. But win or lose, both champions walk away with their stories written. Sabalenka as the unyielding force of the year. Anisimova as the homegrown phoenix rising on the biggest stage. Final thoughts. This U.S. Open final is more than a match, it's a narrative clash. Sabalenka, the unstoppable, consistent powerhouse, primed to conquer her season's final frontier. Anisimova, the challenger, emotionally vulnerable yet battle-hardened, chasing belief in front of her nation. Tune in on Saturday, September 6th, at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 9 p.m. British Summer Time. Savor every serve, every rally, every heartbeat.